Good morning. Welcome to Winnipeg. Now I think I've got everything out here to remind me what I want to talk about. So let's just sort of take it as I come across it. Okay, well, first of all, the sunrise. We might actually get to see it this morning. The sky is clear. At least it's clear right now. What it's going to be half an hour from now, I don't know. I guess we'll find out. Now, I got a comment from somebody, and this is not the first time somebody's told me about this, but you put from a toilet paper roll, or in this case it's a piece of, well, it doesn't matter, you can see what it is. And you put that over top of your paint jar, and then when you remove your spinning stirring thing, it goes onto the inside of that. That makes a lot of sense. Yeah, I'm going to try and remember to do that next time I use the paint stirrer. You know, I should put this over where the paint stirrer is. I've got it over here. Okay. Now I won't forget. If I can remember where I put the paint stirrer anyway. Remember, we lost it for about a month. Okay, now, second thing. This is exactly the way it was yesterday. Haven't moved it. So we'll be trying to very carefully take our self-locking tweezer off of the railing. And also I intend to stick on the macro lens, and we'll move right in nice and close where we put that glue on. Maybe a little bit too thick. But from my perspective right now, I'm not seeing that glue glinting, at least not the way the light's hitting it. So we might be okay there. What's with the gloves? Okay, these are heated gloves. They came too late to show in yesterday's episode. Now, what I'm hoping to maybe be able to do today is get out on my e-bike and try them out. I mean, that's why I got them, for cold weather. Now, the problem is, it's going to be a little bit more slippery because it's not thawing like it was a couple of days ago. And in fact, right now it's minus 3.6. Now this thermometer, which if you watch it, you'll notice it's slowly increasing in temperature. Right now it says 10.6. Well, that's because I had it in the freezer in my fridge. And it originally said, I think, minus 17 or something. No, this is Celsius. And anyway, what I'm going to try to do is put that on my handlebars on the e-bike, somewhere like where the speedometer is, that kind of thing. So hopefully if I wear the chest cam, it'll show up. Now, it's going to be slippery. So if you're the kind of person that gets scared every time I do something dangerous, and I get these comments, your fingers are too close to the blade, don't watch. Because, okay, let me put it this way. I know it's slippery. And I actually, when I went to my daughter's on Christmas Day, and it was extremely slippery. There was a guy out there on his bicycle, and I actually in the distance saw him fall down, and I thought, well, I wonder if he got hurt. So I started watching, and he got up, and I thought, and I mean, it was really slippery. That was the day that I was happy to be able to try out my ABS on my car. I think I talked about that. And I thought, you are really crazy. At least I'll be going on a bike path that is sort of mixture of gravel and all the rest of it. So I think I'll be all right. We'll know tomorrow. If there's no episode tomorrow, you'll know it didn't go well. Anyway, yeah. I knew a guy. I worked with a guy. He was killed in his car, in a car accident. He was driving. Does that mean I'm going to stop driving a car because I knew somebody was killed? No, of course not. You know, and okay, now, speaking of dangerous, these are lithium batteries. Well, the other day I was watching a YouTube video, and you guys driving his e-bike, and it catches fire while he's driving it. All of a sudden, smoke starts pouring out of like where the gas tank would be if it was a motorcycle, and he stops it, and the smoke's just a billowing out of it. Next thing you see, he's wearing a helmet cap. Next thing you see is the thing's flaming, and he's calling the fire department on his cell phone. Well, I shouldn't laugh. I feel sorry for him because it was one of those expensive, high-powered bikes. And anyway, does that mean I'm going to stop riding my e-bike because every once in a while you read where one caught fire? There's 8 billion others in the world that haven't caught fire. Now, I do take precautions. I do take precautions. Like I dress myself up like I call it my banana suit, all that yellow safety stuff, because I want to be seen. You know, I don't need to look like somebody out of Hell's Angels. You know, I don't need that tough guy look. I've long since grown out of that. I want to be seen. I don't want to get hit by somebody making a left turn. And occasionally you sort of wonder, boy, does that guy actually see me? Did he know I was there? Or did he know he could just shoot around in front of me and maybe he'd make it without hitting my front wheel? Anyway, yeah, life is dangerous. Get over it. Okay, what else do I want to talk about? So this thing, you'll notice, is slowly rising. I think I mentioned I had it in my freezer. I'm going to tape that to the handlebars. What else is there around here that I want to remember to talk about? I think that's about it. I probably lost enough viewers as it is, so maybe I should shut up, right? Let's get ourselves recomposed here and take our alligator, oh, I know what I almost forgot. I put this out here to remind me to mention that Chris from Pebble Creek sent me an email, and he said, and he sent me an email with a link to this wire that he gets, and so I ordered it this morning. It'll probably be here tomorrow, and it's winding wire, like I knew about. I've known about that kind of stuff for a million years. But I would have preferred to have had it, and it's what I should have ordered instead of that stuff that was way too heavy. That was a waste of money. Anyway, I will in all likelihood be replacing this wire, maybe, with the winding wire, and for sure I'll be using it on all the rest of the LEDs. Oh, speaking of LEDs, remember we were talking about placing an LED. Oh, Missy's at the door. I'll be right back. I'm coming, Missy. I'm coming. I'm coming, Missy. Hi, Max.
Hi, Ron.
Okay. And Missy, you're going to be on camera again. Yeah, I was just doing my opening monologue, and the doorbell rings, and I look on the camera and the surveillance monitor, and I said, "Oh, Missy's at the door."
So plus for tomorrow and the next day.
Oh, that's all right.
Yeah, maybe out on the e-bike again.
I think I'm going to be going out today. I got my heated gloves came.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so I'm going to be trying them out.
Oh, that's going to be exciting.
Yeah, I think so too.
Well, you have to get a report on you. That might be something I could use.
Well, you can try them out when you come over for coffee.
For Amazon, eh?
Yeah. I got the cheapest one, so we'll see how it goes.
Sometimes they're the best. You never know.
Yeah, that's right.
Thanks, Ross. Okay, Mr. Gotta do something.
Okay, I'm coming back. I'm coming back. I tell it like it is. Yeah, you've seen it live. Okay, this is going to be a kind of a wild and woolly opening episode here. What was I talking about? I forgot. Oh yeah, anyway, the wire should be here tomorrow. Okay, Now, I think I have said everything I want to say. Let's move in. Okay, maybe before we slip the macro lens on, I should remove our tweezer here. And move our paint. Try and come in here nice and careful. And sometimes this works and sometimes it doesn't. Now the reason I'm using this is because I think I can put a lot less stress on that railing rather than trying to squeeze this. I'm fairly steady, but I'm not 100% steady. So now if I turn my screwdriver, it should force that apart. Yeah, you'll notice that the railing hardly moved at all. So that's the way I do it anyway. There might be a better way of doing it, but I think that works really, really good. Okay, what's this say over here? Now that I got my looking at close glasses. Do not connect improperly. Do not dispose and fire. Do not puncture. Okay, only use special charger. Do not short circuit. Do not use anywhere near an e-bike. Okay, well, I'm not going to adhere to that one. All right, we'll work on that later. Okay, a couple of things here. Got a comment from Paul, Military Modeler Paul, UK Paul. And he was mentioning that he finds that this kind of paint might be, the pigment is so coarse. And you can really see it when you move in close like this. You can almost see the individual, I guess you call them pixels of pigment. Second thing is, when I was editing yesterday and seeing it large on my screen, I was, you might say, appalled at how badly I was missing certain places. When you move in close like this, you can really see it. Now, fortunately, from normal viewing distance, you don't notice that there's no paint right there. Okay, now this area right here is probably where I put the most glue. In other words, it's overglued. And you can see it sort of built up around there. Now, if this had been extra thin, that would have completely evaporated. And hopefully there would have been a little bit of melding going on. I think that if I want to be bothered, and I probably won't, I could take my little brush and just cover that up with the silver paint. Okay, so we've done our close-up look here. At arm's length, it looks really good. Okay, a few minutes has passed here, and if you can see the screen in the background, we are going to be able to see the sunrise, so I'll probably do a sort of a time lapse at the end of today's episode, all being well. Now, about today's episode, I don't know how things are going to go. One thing I do know that I want to do is that viewer who had suggested that maybe we should be putting, or I had thought he was suggesting we put another LED up in this area right here on top of this. He actually meant underneath it. He said an update. And I don't have time to clunk everybody's email down today. I'm sort of running out of time because there is other things I want to do. One of the other things I want to do is I've got a bit of a grocery list here, and got a picture from, or a Facebook comment from UK Jason. And he was showing some veggies that he had bought, and boy, I thought, I can get out today. I should go do that. So I'm probably going to want to be doing that. Anyway, I will be drilling the hole for our fifth LED. Right now there are 4 holes, 1, 2, 3, 4, and I want to put a fifth one back here somewhere, and it will illuminate this back area. It'd be nice if all these little wheels and everything kind of showed up really good. And I was looking at where this LED right here comes out. It's it's going to be kind of blocked by this thing right here. See if I can hold it so you can see it. This is going to sort of block the view, or the light rather, that's going to be shining back in here. So putting another one here somewhere might be a good idea. Probably. I guess it wouldn't really matter. Well, I'll worry about it later. Okay, so I just wanted to add that. And just to let you know, today's episode might not be very model shippy. I won't take you to the grocery store with me. Okay, I am back from the grocery store. And UK Jason, you'd be proud of me. I bought all healthy stuff. But I'm not going to show you what I got. It was just stuff like carrots and cabbage, and I didn't get any fancy stuff like you got. I got some romaine lettuce, bananas, potatoes, Okay, now, I guess putting this in the freezer this morning didn't hurt it, because I noticed right now it's gone back up to 23.8. This one over here says 23.8. This one says 23.2, so for cheap digital thermometers, I guess, I didn't hurt it. So I'm going to see if I can't tape it to my handlebars this afternoon, all being well. Now, as you can see, the time has really gotten by. I was sitting here a moment ago and I was looking at this and I was trying to decide where am I going to drill the hole for the extra light bulb. And at first I thought that these holes right here didn't seem to line up with this thing right here that I almost broke. Okay, but unless one of them kind of does almost. No, it doesn't. Those holes do not line up. So I guess they're not what I thought they were for. Anyway, I would think that if we put a bulb, we wanted to illuminate in this area right here. I wonder if maybe we should put two and just have them a little bit dim, one on each side of the, maybe put, now there is going to be something going through here. This is where you would pass a torpedo down. That's the idea of this. I don't know if I'm going to do it that way. And I've noticed that some people who have built this particular model, they have had a torpedo stuck halfway down. And it looked all right. I thought it looked pretty good, actually. Anyway, okay, so we've got a light bulb right there. And where would be a good place for another one? I'm thinking maybe not behind the torpedo. And yet, on the other hand, if it was, that'd be okay too. It would still light up. You know what? I think I'm going to put two in. I think I'm going to put sort of one on each side, and then being as that each LED, at least this is the plan, each LED is going to be individually turned up or down by a potentiometer. All being well, I mean that's the plan. It's a sort of a grandioso idea, but anyway, we'll see what happens. But you know what? I want to get out this afternoon on my e-bike, and I'll probably video it. I'll probably survive. So if you see a video come out, something about to the effect of testing the electric gloves or something to that effect, you'll know I survived. I'm gonna call her quits for this afternoon. I know I said I was gonna drill the holes, but you know what? It's I got a coffee visitor coming at 3:30. I want to go out yet before he comes. I've only got 2.5 hours to do the final edit and go out and all that kind of fun stuff. So I'm going to call her quits here for this afternoon, folks. And thanks for watching, everybody. And all being well, we're going to see you tomorrow.